With just a week to Badminton, Andrew Nicholson has already started to slow down his competing schedule as he prepares for what could be his best shot at winning Badminton for many years. With a record 29 completions under his belt, he's probably walked the Badminton course more than anyone else other than course designer Hugh Thomas, and is one of the most talented and exciting to watch on the cross country. Over a morning coffee at his yard in Wiltshire, Andrew shared his thoughts on Badminton over the years, the two horses that he's bringing this year, Nareo and Avebury, and his chances of taking home the Mitsubishi Motors Badminton Horse Trials Trophy. Which horses are you taking to Badminton?
Avebury and Nareo.
So where's Armada off to?
Armada is he will be on standby for Badminton. He's entered, but if something happens to one of the other two before we have to try that, we will take the place. Otherwise, he'll probably go to New Zealand in January.
So we really enjoyed that.
Out of all of your sort of four-star horses, is there anyone which sort of for you sort of stands head and shoulders above the rest?
Nareo is it's one I have an awful lot of faith in. Avebury is a winner. Wins an awful lot, and if he has his right attitude on it, it's very, very good and it's very, very easy to ride. But he's got to step up now and do it, and I think last year he was quite an inexperienced horse to get to the big level. He got there very, very quickly. So I haven't really been too stressed about having a set of run out at the bigger levels, because sort of I know how he's gone through the grades, and thought for a while that this year should be the year that he's should be finding it all easier, and he is at home. He finds everything much easier. Which is a sign that they're stronger, they're mentally better, they know what to do, and so hopefully it's going to work on the cross country bit as well.
Which of them is Armada looks like quite a difficult horse.
Yeah, Armada he's very, very big, and he's very, very powerful, and he would be happier if there was a 6-star. Then he's
overjumps everything, does he?
It's not so much over jumping, but he just has so much energy and power to it all. He does it all very, very easily. The dressage, he struggles to keep cool in that confined space. He can move well and he can do it all very easily. It's just he is a little bit hot in that situation. So he'd be the easiest source I've got to go cross country on. He's as easy as can be.
He looks very.
But it might look a little difficult because you have to slow him down quite a lot. Otherwise, he does less strides everywhere. So it may look a little bit awkward because he's so big and powerful, but he's basically very, very easy to jump around the big tracks. It's an honour to be able to ride a horse like him in one of the big 4-star events, because you don't feel before you start that you may be pushing yourself to the limit and the horse to the limit to go clear kind of thing, whereas with him you feel very confident about it all.
You've walked Badminton probably more times than anyone other than Hugh Thomas. What
doesn't make it any easier.
Does it not?
No.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Do you think there's something? What do you think you're going to have to do this year to win?
Very good dressage. Clear inside the time in the cross country. Clear inside the time in the show jumping.
Because it's quite a strong field this year.
Yeah, I think it always is, isn't it? It's always a strong field. Badminton is badminton. You've got to do all 3 bits very, very well.
I mean, we've nearly got got a full dinner service of Armada dishes from there. Which has been your favourite year? Is there one year that sort of sticks out from all the others?
Yeah, but they don't do it either. They do what it does. So,
Yeah, I was second with Lord Killinghurst. That was quite an achievement for with that horse. His last to go, the ground was very wet. He was quite a little horse, light framed horse, and wouldn't be the most keen on the soft wet ground. He did a very good job, and for him came out and jumped as well as he could do after working hard the day before. That was probably a year I could have won it.
Thanks, Andrew.
Okay, see you, Bruno. Hold on. We had something a little bit more working in whatever. He won the dressage. I had time penalties cross country, which everyone was doing with the wet ground. It was getting worse as the day was going along, and I possibly could have gone a bit faster and saved a few time penalties, but then again I might have paid for it in the show jumping.
Yeah.
So the fame doesn't really win anything, does it?
No, exactly.
You got to do it at a time, and I didn't leave the start box thinking I will just creep round. I left the start box going as fast as I felt was going to work in the conditions. So if I probably really think about it, I couldn't have gone any faster anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think I've ever seen you creep out the start box anyway.
But for a horse like Lord Killinghurst, I thought that was a very good achievement for him to hang and to be second in those conditions.
Badminton and Burley always they have very sort of unique characteristics. Both, cross country courses and the event itself, etc. Is there anything that in particular about badminton that sort of sets you off on a jog? When you're thinking about getting there. What do you enjoy most about it?
Badminton has an airy feel about the place when you arrive. I think I don't know whether it's because it's the first event I went to in England. When I first came to England, I was living in Chichester working for a racing trainer and had a horse, only a novice horse. And I went to Badminton to groom for Mark Todd. And I sort of didn't really know what Badminton was, and as I arrived there, there's all these people and a big house and big jumps, and Mark actually won Badminton. So whether it's that, or whether now I sort of understand the history of the place and the history of the eventing, and it's like Wimbledon for tennis, isn't it? Lords for cricket, it's the place for eventing. So whenever I arrive up on the first day, I have a different feel than what I do to any other event. It's a good feel, but it's different. And I think a lot of the other riders, whether they say they do or not, I'm not sure, but the whole attitude with the riders is different to another event.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little bit quieter, a little bit more serious.
It's the one they all want to win.
Yeah, and I think other ones who have just got there, it's probably what young riders start their career wanting to ride at Badminton. I don't think they think of, maybe they do nowadays, think of riding the Olympics when they're young. Whereas for me, 20 years ago, they were all thinking they wanted to do Badminton. Was the first, and even their continental riders, a lot of them come and work for me, young riders. Badminton to them is,
So what odds do we do you think you give yourself for badminton this year then?
What odds? Both the horses are going very well, very well, and I think I've got a very, very live chance with both of them.
Yeah, good. So, what, a 1-2? Make up for all those
I
years?
could quite well be a 1-2.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're going very well and they feel well. I'm in a good frame of mind. So.